Hi, my name is Bryan Heigl. I got the Realize band back in March, and so far I've lost about 50 pounds. Uh, it's great to have old clothes fit again, being able to button shirts at the top at my neck and not have it be so tight. My pants fit a lot better too. I even had to punch another hole in my belt so they would stay up, so that was kind of surprising. Um, I'm enjoying being a little bit more uh, able to get up, move around a little bit easier when trying to stand and stuff, swimming more, playing with my kids. Uh, and it's been a tough road as expected. I didn't have any surprises along the way, but it's been I almost want to say it is still easy to do because I know what's expected of me, and as long as I follow that, everything is working out just as planned. I went with the Realize band instead of choosing something like gastric bypass because uh, with my size and what I needed to lose, it was going to make a little bit more sense to have something that was going to take off the pounds, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 pounds a week in a slow process, and that I can continue to tighten the lap band if I need to control how much I'm eating. And it was something I did need to do. So that worked out as we had planned and working with Dr. Jesse. Going to support groups is an integral part of the whole weight loss journey. You get to hear from other patients what they're experiencing, and a lot of them have the Realize band also, or they have the other lap band just the same, but so you're still eating the same foods, you're still going through the same emotions, the same struggles, and it's a relief actually to hear somebody else tell the same story that you might have thought about bringing up at that weight loss group too. You start to understand that I'm not really that alone. My experience isn't really that unique, and that or the path that I'm taking it's all right. This is how it's supposed to be. So that was always something that made me feel a little bit better when leaving the support group, knowing that I'm doing the right thing still. I chose to go with Dr. Jesse and her staff because my wife had gastric bypass surgery before me, and I was with her just about every step of the way too. I was very comfortable with working with Dr. Jesse, all of her staff members too. She has staff members that are also weight loss patients, so that also is helpful because you know that any one of them you could, if you need to, call and ask a quick question. You're going to get somebody who has real life experiences. They know exactly what you're going through, and they can give you an answer to it. You're not going to be wondering or puzzled or thinking that I'm going to have to find out the answer on my own while searching the internet. I can talk to a human being and get this realistic answer to what I need for my problem. Since getting the Realize band, I've been able to see an increase in my own energy, being able to get around the house, being able to play with my kids a little bit more. I noticed that they noticed that I was losing weight too, that I would show them how clothes were starting to hang off me more, and they were getting a kick out of it too. I do have a bit of a self-esteem boost too, and knowing that it was something that I set on this journey and I did accomplish my goals so far. I've got new ones to make too, so it's not over with, and I'm still ready for the rest of this journey. I would definitely recommend working with Dr. Jesse and her staff. She is an outstanding doctor, outstanding surgeon. All of her staff members are great people to talk to joke around with, to feel comfortable around, which is very key to me. I didn't want to have some stuffy atmosphere and didn't feel like I was able to learn more, ask questions. There's a multitude of information that's presented to me. I knew everything about the surgery before it happened. I even had the spider surgery version 2, which was aiding in the healing time too. I didn't have multiple cuts in my abdomen too, so I knew about what I was getting into beforehand. The information is there. Dr. Jesse and her staff have it. and I was very happy to go with her through the whole process of the surgical procedure. I chose to go with the spider surgical tool because I knew that it was going to be easier for my surgeon. I knew it was going to make her job easier. I knew that I was going to have fewer cuts in my abdomen. That was going to be something that was going to aid in healing time. It was also going to be a little bit faster in recovery for me and getting up, getting mobile, starting to get my activity level back up again. And when talking with some of the other folks in support groups and other patients, learning that they may have had a little bit more to deal with having multiple cuts in the abdomen, this is not a problem with the spider surgical tool because there's one cut.